Hey, Patreon, it's Matt from Olympus Reptiles, and just like before, we're going to bring you the business side of it, and I'm going to try to keep my soapbox out of it till my spider video. Ooh, that pisses me off. And they're not for everybody, which is cool. And if you don't like them, that's fine. I have no issue. I don't like people who are like trying to attack certain folks and trying to call for like mass bans. It's just kind of like, if I like it, let me do what I want. You know, if you don't, then you just do what you want. And I don't know. That just seems to make sense. Maybe I'm a little too Americanized. I don't know. I think we fought a war against Europe, so I don't have to listen to what they say over there. Just throwing that out there. Sorry to our European viewers. We love you guys too, but America, you know. But let's talk business aspect of Lesser. I like Lesser for your business more than I like Pastel. And I like Pastel. Pastel, you know, I told you you're not going to get a lot of money, but it's going to make things pretty and make them sell better. You can say the same thing for Lesser to an extent, with one caveat. I produce a super pastel, they do okay. I produce a super lesser, they're $400 all day long. So when you start making your lesser combos, those are going to bring in, you know, like if you want to make a bell because you want a bell, which we did, right? Our first year we got 3. Didn't we get 3 or was it 4? 4. It was 4. Got 4 our first year. So our first year making bells, we hit 4. So we kept 1, we sold 3. One of them came back to us due to a person's, you know, situation in life, but we sold 3, so we did 4, 8, $1,200 right there. Tell you what, $1,200 coming in buys a lot of litter, a lot of electricity. If you're buying rodents, it buys a lot of rodents, and then you still have the rest of clutch. I think it was a 7 or 8 egg clutch. So those bells have much more, I guess, selling power, I would say, than a super pastel does. They sell for a lot better money. They both possess the ability to make things pretty, you know, but they're not going to be like a single gene morph that you can hang your hat on. Like, you know, leopard right now. If you're looking for single gene morphs to hang your hat on, wait till we do a pied video, right? You know, you're not going to get $350 or $300 for a lesser, but you will for those supers. Truth be told, it's as easy to make a super lesser as it is to make a pied. And then the lesser ghost, I don't even know what I'd sell those for because I haven't made any extra. We're working on projects elsewhere, but you can see how pretty that snake is. So I think lessers will draw more finances in than what pastel will. But there's one caveat. There is one bad thing from a business standpoint when you deal with lesser, and you're going to fight the lesser butter thing sometimes. Also, what you're going to fight is, let me show you. You get to here, right? Like we did. What else is in that? Shit, hell if I know. It could have another gene in there, actually. It could be a super lesser pastel, and I won't know till we breed it. Same with the other one. But when you strip all the color and you strip all the pattern, you're kind of done. You know, if you're selling somebody who just wants a pretty snake, and this is at that price point where you're going to still get there. You know, I think basically $400 and down, maybe even a little more and down, are a lot of times going to be people who they're not worried about breed stock, so they want this pretty snake, they want a pet, or maybe they want to breed a little bit, but they want pretty things. They're after a certain look. And, well, when you hit this, you know, you can't add more. If I do super pastel, I can add stuff to it and make it cooler and add more to it. Here, if I add 2 or 3 more genes there, you know, I did the work and I did the breeding to get that in there, but I don't know if it's in there. And even if I did know if it was in there, let's say I knew pastel was in this snake, can I ask much more for it? Not really, because the people looking for just a pretty snake don't give a shit. It's got the look they want with the all white. They don't. The pastel's not going to matter. Does that make sense? The extra gene isn't going to matter to them because it's already got the all white look. So you kind of hit a stopping point. That's the only thing I don't like about lessers. When you go to the super route and you hit this, there's not a lot more you can do with it. Now, they make great breeding animals, and if they have extra genes, they'll still make great breeding stock for you because you'll make all lessers, plus you'll get those kicker genes in. But it almost hurts when I put like a 3-gene male to this that's got lesser and 2 other genes, because you look at those bells and you're like, man, I'm selling it for the cost of a bell, but what if this is in there, or what if this is in there? And it's just kind of a little bit frustrating. I do think if you hit it with a black light, and I've heard you can see the pattern, I've never personally tried it, and I don't think I'd want to go off of an identification off of a blacklight pattern and tell a customer, yep, this is there. I guarantee it. I'd rather say, hey, this could be there, and if it's there, they're really happy. And if it's not, then I said could be. I didn't make them a guarantee, and I'm not looking like an asshole. So that's my personal feelings on it. But I think if you're running a collection and you don't have lesser for breeding, you're missing. You're missing a keystone ingredient to a lot of stuff. If you really don't like lesser, you can go with you have to have some bell complex, whether that's Mojave, that's Russo. I think lesser and Mojave are the best bang for your buck in that bell complex. Some people are really liking the bamboo stuff, but I don't know. I like the lesser. So that's just me. But Kurt, anything you want to add?
No.
What's your favorite gene? Let's see about that.
Clown or Orange Dream.
Clown or Orange Dream? Well, we might have to do a clown video here soon then, right, guys, to make Kurt happy. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.